Baby boy, you know I don't do phone calls. If I see one more bus go by with my ex's face on it, I'm gonna lose my mind. I've come to a certain conclusion with my life and my career. For me, that's like, oh no. The one thing that you always can go back to and the one thing that will always put you on the right path is taking care of yourself in the way that your soul needs to be, and making sure that you are constantly and continuously choosing yourself, and everything will work itself out so long as I am working on myself. You know, sometimes you just live off your savings because you're trusting that things are going to work out. No, I forgot my book. I literally wrote that on my to-do list. We are going to Run Club right now, which is at the Newport. You meet at the Newport Pier. I thought I was gonna have time to stop at CJ's house and grab my camera so I could stop vlogging on my freaking phone. He lives like right by the pier. I won't have time. And then I'm planning on going to Equinox after. I don't think Allie's coming. I think she's going out. 2 nights ago we went together. It is so crazy because if I could just like walk across water really quick, I could literally get to CJ's house and to the pier in a 1-minute drive. But instead it takes 15 minutes because you have to like go all the way around. Anyway, I'm pissed. I forgot. I wanted to bring a book because I'm gonna go to Equinox after Run Club. By the way, at Run Club, this might only be my 3rd time going, but we walk most of it. But I'm gonna go to Equinox after because I need to like roll out my legs. I think because I started working out, it's only been a week, and I did like, CJ is calling me. Baby boy, you know I don't do phone calls. Anywho, I was gonna go there and roll out and then like maybe sauna, just do like a recovery thing at Equinox after. And I wanted to bring a book, this man, because I have so many new books. I ordered a bunch of books on Prime Day. Anywho, hi vloggy. It is a Saturday. It's the Saturday before Halloween. Last night I was going to go to Horror Nights at Universal. The reason we didn't end up going to that is because, okay, loud Jeep. Last night there were about like 5 or 6 huge events going on in LA. And like, obviously there's always traffic, but I was seeing posts everywhere about like, if you can avoid it, do not go anywhere. And like, I would have to be driving from Newport to LA. Like later at night, that would probably take like an hour and 15 to get to my friend's house and then go to Universal. But it was telling me it was gonna take like 4 hours. So I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. And also, during the day yesterday, I was having a hard day, which was interesting because today technically is the Swimsuit USA finals, which I haven't really thought about much this week, obviously, because I'm just not there. And like, I've thought about how I'm filming a video. I think what it actually is that I'm on like day 24 of my cycle and I have PMDD, and so I just got hit with like the craziest wave of depression. I was kind of trying to just like be gentle with myself. I'm really trying to fix my sleep schedule, although like it literally has not happened at all yet, which I'm like very frustrated with myself, but I'm going to make it happen. I really want to film a members video to kind of expand on certain things. The most insane thing happened to me on Wednesday night, which I'm going to talk about over there. When this thing happened, my Oura ring, it alerted me that my heart rate was at an unsafe level, and it's never said that even when I've been like working out. And it wasn't whatever. Tonight I had planned to go to a Halloween party in LA, the one that's put on by the Unruly agency, which we hate, but my friend got my wristband for me and everything. But as I've been talking about, firstly, let me plug a book that I've been listening to. I think my Amazon store is actually always linked down there, in the description, but I have a whole section on there of books that you should read or listen to. As someone who has like pretty much read all of the books, and like it takes a lot for a book to really change the way I think about things or have a really big impact on me, just go look at that. But this book that I have been listening to has been helping me navigate this time that I'm in right now. And of course I'm blanking on the name, but it is on my Audible so I can look at it on my car. Called The Way of Integrity by Martha Beck. Sometimes I will talk about books that are amazing and like really help me out, and I'm like, it didn't say anything that I didn't already know, but it was just like phrased in a different way where it really helped me in a specific circumstance. I guess I could say that about this book, but like almost not. I guess technically I know this methodology of her way of living, and like, but it has helped me so fucking much. It even helped me like when I was unsure with Swimsuit USA. Can you not just get over it into me? it was like the reason that I just went on my story and like said what happened. And again, like it's, I don't know, I just highly fucking recommend it. And I like the general notion of like, if it's not a fuck yes, then it's a fuck no. The way that this book is about like integrity, it's literally the way to integrity, and how integrity is the only thing that can fucking, if I see one more bus go by with my ex's face on it, I'm gonna lose my mind. It has hit me so differently because it's made it easier for me to connect to that concept, and like not just like, if it's not a fuck yes, then it's a fuck no. Because for me, that's like, oh no. Oh. I just hit the little things, the little rubbery sticks pulling into Equinox parking garage. Damn it. Just read the book. But the point of that was like, I was supposed to go to this party tonight in LA. I've had such a long fucking to-do list, and like I've been chipping away at it and whatever, but I've also been prioritizing myself and healing, because I can't do what I always do and just like go. And so, but then it does stress me out that like I have all of these things that I need to get done. Like, you guys, my teeth are always in so much pain. I literally, I've reached out to a lot of endodontists though, and I don't know why they don't get back to me, but I just was like, hey, like I am not gonna go to this party. And then like just all of the parties this weekend, and I need to get over, like, I don't know why suddenly this week, I think it's whenever there's like a holiday, I feel more of a sense of like FOMO versus like any other weekend if I don't go out. But like, I'm really just not drinking these days. I'm not going out. My social activities are more like hanging out with girlfriends, or going to the gym with my friend and like doing classes, or going to run club. And like, I don't have an interest in like dating right now. And like anyone that I meet, I don't know, I guess like, I mean, have I ever had an interest in dating? No, it's always when like I've met someone and then like I've just known. And that's kind of how I go about life. Like I can't, yeah. I'm probably gonna go to a party on Halloween itself on Thursday, and I'm like, you know what, bitch, it doesn't fucking matter what everyone else is doing. And not that that's even like, it's not that I have FOMO, it's more like, should I be there, and should I be like going out and stuff? And then like, yes, I know I would have fun, but then like it all kind of goes back to like, ultimately, what do I want right now? And like, I'm really trying to establish a healthy routine, and the past several years of my life, my sleep has been shit. Like, I'm going to bed between 3 and 4 every night, and it's just a matter of like forcing myself to get in bed instead of continuing to get things done and whatever. Prioritizing that, also a lot of other things that I've been working through, and I just feel like this is where like I should be in my cocoon for the next 3 months, you know? Not that it's like New Year, whatever, but like I want to make my home as much of a home as I can the time being. Also, the fact that there's no construction on weekends is like, that's kind of what I need to be doing that. I've just really overwhelmed myself with like all the things that I want to do, which is a good thing, because I've come to a certain conclusion with my life and my career and what I'm going to do, but I'm so overwhelmed with all of it, and not even to mention like how terrifying it's gonna be to like make a huge leap. But it's like I have all these plans, and then when it comes time to execute them, I feel very frozen. And mostly because a lot of it has to do with like filming and revisiting traumatic things. But then like the more that I don't do it, the more I feel discouraged and depressed and whatever. But it's like I really just don't have an interest in drinking, or I just really don't. I feel like there was definitely a point that I was getting to, other than like my weekend plans and shit, but I guess I've just been like gearing up for this big change, and I'm just overwhelmed with a lot of things. And yeah, it's also just like, unfortunately, before my period, like my brain feels almost like an entirely different brain. It's like I have to work very hard to not just want to die. Like, and you know what? I will give it to myself. Like yesterday, I like was feeling very depressed, and I just like put my phone on Do Not Disturb. It's still on Do Not Disturb. And I like tried to meditate. I did end up going to like my my apartment, my building gym, and like cleaning up my house a bit. And then like, but then I still somehow like didn't end up in bed till 3:30, which was so weird, because like I don't know how that happened. And then I couldn't sleep, and it's like I need to be in a little bit of a cocoon in my personal life right now. But then the other thing is like I really don't do well, except for, because you guys know I'm normally in a long-term relationship, and when I'm not, March to the end of 2020, and then up until July of 2021 I was single. But that was also when I was in my early OnlyFans era. I was 25. It was when I had like a manager and I had a few different big friend groups, and I was just in the era, and I was like still going to Arizona all the time to see my best friend, and it was just like it didn't I don't know, my lifestyle was a lot different then, and so I wasn't, not that I remember at least, feeling the way that I have been now. And that was also before I had ever been pregnant in my life, and so I guess that's also a whole other thing. And then since then I was in a long relationship, and then that ended, and then 6 months later I met my recent ex. And so yeah, I've been single since March of this year, and it's not even that I'm having a hard time with being single. It's, in fact, I was thinking about it earlier to, like, yes, I want to find my person, but like, I genuinely want a baby so badly. And I know things will all happen the way that they're supposed to, so long as I do what I need to be doing, which is like, number one, I'm not gonna go looking for that. Number two, I'm going to be the best version of me that I can. Like, because when all else, when you don't know what the fuck to do in life, however you're feeling, whether you're super anxious, depressed, both, traumatized, career changes, relationship changes, whatever it is, and you're at the point where you're like, I genuinely don't even know, I just don't know. The one thing that you always can go back to, and one thing that will always put you on the right path, is taking care of yourself in the way that your soul needs to be, and making sure that you are constantly and continuously choosing yourself and trying to be, and this, like, what I'm saying sounds so stupid and duh, but like, I have really never done this, and so I guess that's why it's been hard for me. But like, everything will work itself out so long as I am working on myself, if that makes sense. But then I'm like, but I've always worked on myself a lot, and I've always like, but then I think back and I'm like, well, when I met my ex, I went through some really traumatic shit with my previous ex, and then like 6 months had passed, and I had been doing a lot of work with myself and all of that, and I met him after like saying yes to an opportunity that I otherwise probably wouldn't have, but I felt like I should. And it was one of those things where like I wasn't looking, and you know, and yeah, did that work out long term? No, but same kind of thing is like, it's not the moment that you stop looking that someone appears, it's like the moment where you are the most yourself, where the right person will find you. Yeah, I battle with that, because I battle with like feeling like I have no purpose unless I'm like taking care of someone. Not necessarily taking care of someone, but like, I just really have always identified with like a girlfriend or like a fiance, and have felt a lot of purpose in that. And I've always felt, but I also feel the same about like my nieces and being an aunt, and with like my animals. And I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, I think there are certain times where it's been my downfall to be taken care of, and you know, we don't even need to go there, but it's also a part of who I am, and like, that's not going to change. Like, even having been single for this long, I feel like this emptiness that like I truly believe can only be filled by like finding love, because I have friends and I do this like similar things for them that I would for like a boyfriend. And also, you know what, it's also probably just like, I tweeted something about this the other day. I realized how often I think about it and how often it's in my head, but like, not a day goes by, not maybe even an hour goes by, where I don't think about the babies that I have lost in the past 2 years. I mean, it all happened within 2 years. Yeah, there's my ectopic pregnancy. There was an early miscarriage. Then I had the stillbirth of Sapphire. With my recent ex, I had an early miscarriage almost, was it exactly a year ago? In the end of October. And then what happened earlier this year in February that I talked about in a members video. But I think about that so often, and feel that so often, and feel, I actually have a book with me right now that I'm gonna read when I go in the sauna. It's called Spirit Babies, and you can check it out if you want. But those experiences and what happened this year, I just think it's gonna take time for me to not feel, not broken, because I am so soft that I can't be broken, I think. But it's just gonna take more awareness and acceptance of where I'm at, and not forcing things that don't feel right. And that's what I've really been working on. And even going back to like the career thing, like I'm making some very big changes, and it's hard for me to go into a cocoon, and you know, because it is in my nature to be social, and I love, you know. Anyway, listen to or read that book, The Way of Integrity. It's really, really good. And I'm gonna go in Equinox now. And then also, before I left, I purchased a laptop that I'm gonna pick up, because if you remember, my laptop that I got for Christmas last year from my ex was stolen from outside of my Airbnb this year when everything was stolen. And so I've been using an old laptop, which like doesn't really work, hence the reason why my ex got me a new laptop. And so I've been trying to use that, and it's like, bitch, get a new one. You know, sometimes you just live off your savings because you're trusting that things are gonna work out. And I have the strongest fucking intuition, and god damn it, I don't know why it's so hard for me to sometimes listen to it. Yeah, I've been talking for so long now. Oh, I want to get a new gym bag also, because I've had this same gym bag since I used to go to Equinox with my ex, and it is the craziest thing. I'll show you when I get in there in the locker room, but I found it, and there's this tiny little like berry looking thing, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It is literally a lime. My old manager, with whom I met my ex because he worked for my old manager's company, had like fruit trees around his house in Beverly Hills. And there was one day before we were dating, we were going to the gym together, and we picked a lime from his tree. We were on our way to the gym. It was actually the day I signed up for Equinox, which is even crazier because that shows how long ago it was. It was like July of 2021. Picked this lime, and then it just ended up in my gym bag, and I guess I ended up never taking it out, and it's literally this big now. Like, it is, I was like, that is insane that this is still here. I'm gonna have a chill, like, stretching. I need to roll out my hamstrings. They are so crispy and crunchy, man. Like, I need to like start like rolling and using lymphatic things, because like my lymphatic system has never been taken care of. Like, there's just a lot that needs to happen. So like when I feel the backs of my legs, I can literally feel like chunks, and it's just like fascia, and it hurts so bad to even just like press on my thighs. Granted, also with endometriosis, sometimes that's why like there can be endometrium on your legs. I know I have it covering my intestines. So anywho, this has been a 40-minute clip, so this is gonna be fun to edit. The lighting in this bitch is impeccable. Just picked up the new laptop, and before I did this, I filmed my members video because I didn't have time because I blabbed so long earlier, and that was super long and very deep, and I am literally, like, people that aren't members or on my Patreon are gonna be very shocked by what they see publicly. But people that are members and on Patreon are gonna have gone through this whole process with me of what I'm doing, and it's gonna make sense to them, but every fucking one else in the world is gonna be like, what? It makes sense. Anywho, this is gonna get set up tomorrow because I have some home things I want to get done tonight. Oh my god, I'm vlogging on my camera. I haven't done this since, I think, the clip you saw of me and CJ doing some foot thing. I swear to god, we vlogged so much more that night, and when he gave me my camera back, okay, so on Wednesday, I went to run club with Allie. We walked by his house because he lives like right on the beach, and we walk, we don't run. And so we stopped. I actually like didn't walk at all that time because I drove halfway because I was late. Anyway, we stopped at his house. He gave me my camera back. I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, where the fuck? I know we were vlogging more. And there's like all these blurry photos on it, and I thought there was a video. I swear there were more videos. I know there were more videos because I'm gonna try and do a little recovery mission because, well, I have that software because I fucking paid for it back when my laptop was stolen. And I know I set up my camera and recorded like a long clip where like he has this Buddha statue. When I got it back, I hope it's not too late because I've already like imported it and like deleted stuff off of it. Fuck, it might be too late to recover, but I know that there was other stuff on that. Motherfucker went through and looked at the shit on my SD card. Maybe I'll do a little unboxing of this tomorrow, even though it's not that exciting. I think it's the same one that I had before that my ex got me, except for smaller. Actually, it's probably not as good. I paid like $2 for this, so I need to drive home. I got goals to reach, which you will know if you watch my members video. Very strict regimen that I am on in order to fucking love myself. Hey y'all, coming at you with potato ass photo booth quality. I have, I'm not kidding, 4 hours of footage, and that's like already rough edited, and for some reason I thought it was all gonna go into one video. It's not. I could make this video a little bit longer and add like another day. I want to upload this. I miss uploading consistently. Yes, this was mostly a vlog of me just like talking in my car. I don't know, maybe you could just listen to it. I'm not gonna feel like everything has to be perfectly edited right now, and I just have so many videos, or just so much footage, and I feel like it'll be easier for me to upload shorter. I mean, this is, I don't know how long, like 20 minutes. I mean, I'll probably upload like 2 more times this week. Wanted to outro this. It would have been light, but I was on the phone for an hour and a half just now, but I'm waiting for my car to finish charging. Anywho, there are so many videos coming. And I'm actually very excited for what's coming, and yeah. Okay, love you.